Hey, welcome to Greenlight. So today we're talking about some Blu-ray releases, um, and there's actually a lot of big ones out today. Some big movies coming out today. We got Sonic. We have Onward coming out on Blu-ray as well, and we even have like Justice League Dark. We have Emma. Period. I guess, and many others. So we're gonna get started right away. So welcome here. If you haven't been on this channel before, my name is Jovanni Santos. We do videos like this every week. We talk about Blu-ray releases. We even do Blu-ray unboxings as well as some giveaways during those Blu-ray unboxing videos, as well as even filmmaking tips videos. So go in the comments below on any of these videos and give us your comments about these videos. If they help you out as a filmmaker, DVDs helped me out as a filmmaker a lot when I was growing up. It made me understand just the whole full engine of making a film and what it is to make a film, and especially a big budget film, and what is expected from a feature length film or a big budget film. So today we have Sonic, Onward. We have so many films to talk about, so we're gonna get started right away. I got some news. I am getting the Sonic Blu-ray Blu-ray film this week. Within this week, it'll come out this Friday. Let me show it to you here. So I have bought it through. Dang, it's not gonna show it. Wow. Let's pull up another window capture. Here comes Logan. More milk? Yeah, Daddy's talking about Sonic, and we're getting Sonic. You know that, right? He so loves Sonic. Here we go. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit. So yeah, so are you all done over there? Okay. So basically, so it says it's gonna arrive Thursday. So I'll do the video Friday, and I'll also do a giveaway for the movie code giveaway for that one, which is what I do normally here. I've been doing it for a little bit, and it seems to be working out okay. Like people are happy, and I'm glad to make their day, especially during this whole pandemic and all these things. I'm staying in at home today, and I was yesterday. My wife is right now out taking care of another. Again, she's taking care of her teeth. She's like at another appointment and stuff like that. So let me pull myself back up here. And so there's a bunch of things that are coming up in this channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of things differently, especially going on to 2021. And I'm going to continue doing these Blu-ray videos as long as they're helping you as a filmmaker. For me, it's a big deal talking about this until, people are into it, I really am into special features and making ofs and stuff like that, and all these type of movies. So I love talking about them. I love talking about how they can help you, and because they help me a lot. Like I watch these movies and stuff like that, especially nowadays. I remember talking about Robert Rodriguez and watching his DVDs and making ofs and stuff like that, and it just was all inspiring that he was shooting in HD, because it was something that I was able to obtain, and I could basically right now we can shoot 4K, we could shoot anything we want off of our cell phones. So with that being said, let's just get started here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, guys and gals as well, because we do videos like this every week. Like I said here, I also have my Instagram as well that I had up. I'll have it up at the end of this video again when I give my courtesy goodbyes. So hello to you, Matthew Hollywood. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for hitting those notification bells so you know when I'm on live, and you can join me here. And I also do shout outs for these live chats. So if you do show up live, I give you shout outs here, and we could talk about these Blu-rays. So let me know in the live chat, Matthew, if you're going to get Sonic, and if you enjoyed it at all. My son just obsessed with this film. We went and saw it twice, so I had seen this movie. Well, I'm going to show it to you now. This is the front cover of the 4K, just getting right into it. This is the front cover of the 4K, and then the 4K Blu-ray, it looks exactly the same as the regular Blu-ray when I introduce it, when I do the unboxing. So I normally do this here a lot. I don't tend to show like the one I'm going to get of the Blu-ray, so then you could see it to be more fresh, so you can come back and join me in that video, and join me in the giveaway as well. But my son is like highly obsessed with this film. We went and saw it twice. I saw it with him, I think it was basically opening weekend. That next Monday was like a holiday. I think it was President's Day or something like that. And it was a national holiday, and I had forgotten about that. My wife wasn't here, and I wanted to take Logan out and take him somewhere where me and him could have fun, and we went and saw Sonic together. He was obsessed with the trailer. They kept showing it to him on his iPad, so just promoting it to him like crazy. So we went and saw it, and like to this day, he's just obsessed with it. We've seen it twice in theaters since this whole thing, and that's the last movie we've seen in theaters during like before all this pandemic stuff. And then afterwards, I had to like really go find other things of Sonic. So he watches like the Sonic show, Sonic Boom, on Hulu. So I'm hoping for more of that, for him. And I'm excited to get this movie, and I'm excited, for more sequels and stuff like that. I wouldn't say like I'm a huge Sonic fanatic, but I'm a Sonic fan. I'm not the biggest fan is like the number one fan or something. Like I know everything, but there's not a lot to like, it's not hard to wrap your brain around Sonic and the Sonic universe and Dr. Robotnik and all that stuff. So, and Eggman and whatever. So the whole Donut Lord thing is new in the movies, but in the cartoons and stuff like that I grew up with, between the cartoons in the 90s and the actual game itself, the Sonic the Hedgehog game on Sega Genesis, which is the first system I ever owned. It was given to me and my sister through cousins and stuff like that. So I've never had a Nintendo system or anything like that. They had the Nintendo and Sega. Then they acquired the PlayStation 1, the first one. And then when they got the PlayStation 1, they needed to make room, I guess, and they could only have two systems, so they shared the wealth with me and my sister, which was great. We had Mortal Kombat, all the Sonic games. I mean, all three Sonic games. I'm not sure how many other ones there are, you see. So, like, I'm a fan during the experience of experiencing Sonic a lot in my life, but never, like, delved into it, like, purposefully. I did it, like, just because I enjoyed it, and it was something that brought me enjoyment, especially the TV show growing up. I had a friend in the YMCA growing up, and he was just running around the basketball court just screaming Sonic, Sonic. So my son's doing that now, so it kind of reminds me of that kind of stuff. So, it's kind of brings me back. It was kind of interesting there. So kind of, let's get into this and let's talk about the making ofs, because I really highly enjoyed this. This had a lot of scrutiny against it when coming from the trailer. The original trailer for this film had a different looking Sonic, and which was quite disturbing looking, I would say. I love the way this one looks. He looks more original to the Sonic that we see in Sonic Boom, and the Sonic that I grew up with in the cartoon as well, with the big eyes and stuff like that. So they try to make it more realistic and more looking like a real hedgehog maybe. But giving him beady eyes. I think they got lost in all that. It didn't come out realistic whatsoever anymore. So they had to go back to the drawing board, so to speak, with his design. And there's some like things where, like, if you've seen the film, there's a part where it's a wide shot in a kitchen, and you see the back of Sonic, and Sonic is talking to Donut Lord here, which is our main actor here. Let me see here. What's his name? James Marsden. James Marsden's having a good career right now. We enjoy him a lot with what was the movie Logan Hop? Logan Likes Hop. We were watching that with when it was Easter recently. We were watching Hop a lot, so it reminds me of Hop. This whole thing and stuff with the whole way the movie kind of went about itself, and it came out good. Like, I mean, it was way better than Hop. This movie was just way better than Hop, and just firing on all cylinders when it comes to this film. So I'm gonna fade in here, zoom in here, bring this in so we could talk about the making of. So it looks like there's some 4K features. I don't know if this is just only included in the 4K. It looks like, but the commentary with Jeff Fowler and voice of Sonic Ben Schwartz. So, this film, had a lot writing, slightly against itself in some sense, with a lot of people just being against it. I originally had Chris Pratt in the main character role of a Donut Lord instead of James Marsden, but James Marsden is really good. I enjoy him a lot in Cyclops role and stuff like that, especially lately in Westworld. He's been showing up a lot in Westworld, and he's like a big character and a big motivational character in the last season too. So there's a lot of things in that. Let me know if I'm like over peaking or anything like that, if I'm like yelling. So from what I see here with all that, happening with the film, there's a lot of things happening, and then they had to redesign Sonic again and have a redesign on the character design. And doing character designs is not easy, especially having to redo that again. I don't know if they had to rehire the same people, which I'm sure they probably did, but those people, it most likely hurt them in a negative way in their careers, and so I feel like everybody needs to kind of learn from that real quick. I still have not seen it, but I am going to get it. Okay, cool. Matthew in Hollywood, thank you. And you know about the giveaways that I do here, so hopefully you get into the giveaway, you win, and we can have you see this film. We highly enjoyed it. Really good family film. A lot of family films to talk about today. So we highly enjoyed this film, and it's something that my son is truly into. So talking about the special features here, let's get into them, and the Blu-rays, and what I'm expecting to get on my Blu-ray copy too is automatically I see here are deleted scenes and bloopers. So deleted scenes and bloopers. The deleted scenes are quite interesting here. It's good to see that, and even with the bloopers, especially when it comes to this film Sonic here with Jim Carrey, and then Jim Carrey in this, and he does a lot of things like improv and stuff like that. I'm sure he had fun with James Marsden, and James Marsden is talented enough to like get into this with him, but Jim Carrey was phenomenal in this role, and he really went with this and really made this what it was supposed to be. Nothing's better than having a good villain in a movie, and you have to have a really good villain so that the film lends itself very well. So you have like a good climax and everything like that. So that's always good. Well, I don't know why. Let me see here. This is not. Oh, okay. My live is a little behind, so it's okay. So basically, that's all included there. So I'm looking to see, even in the deleted scenes, what they had to cut out so that they can add these new scenes with the newly designed Sonic in there, and if they had to like cut around stuff or something like that. So that's exciting to see. Can't wait to check that out. and see what they had to work with, and like really get around and stuff like that. A lot to learn from here. Sonic's next adventure. So I'm not sure what that's pertaining to, but that sounds like it's pertaining to a sequel here. They could have something for us as the fans that really enjoyed this film, and it's in there. So my little Sonic over there is really having a Sonic moment, and he's 3 years old, so he's just not very patient and stuff like that. So the next thing after I see that, I'm thinking that's what that is. And I see Building Robotnik with Jim Carrey. Awesome. Cool. So we really get into delving into the character of Robotnik with Jim Carrey in this special feature here. Since this is a Paramount releasing, I'm expecting it to not be quite that long, but I'm hoping this is long enough. It says and more. So I'm hoping they're each like 20 to 30 minutes. I'm really hoping for 20, 30 minutes and 40 minutes. Maybe even the max of what they normally do. The Mission Impossible Paramount releasing was really, really extensive. So, that was a lot, and they made a lot of money out of that. So, and they expected that too. I don't think they expected a lot of money from this film, but it did make more than what was expected from this film, and the pandemic only helped it even more. So, let me know in the comments below if you really enjoyed it as well, if you actually thought it was actually a good movie. I'm excited to get these special features and really get this one. When I get the Blu-ray, it seems like it comes with a little comic or something. So I'm kind of hoping with that too, with my Amazon purchase, that I hope it's included. I saw that it was included in Target and everywhere else. So yeah, I'm hoping for that as well. So we're gonna move on here, and with Sonic, we got some really cool releases here. Let's bring it up here for Sonic. We have the steelbook case that's coming out at Best Buy, and it comes with the Sonic little comic book thing here and Donut Lord. So I guess it's like the adventures of Sonic and Donut Lord. It's like delving into that a little bit more and just getting into that a little bit more. Which is really, really cool. So I'm excited. This is a really cool looking steelbook case. I mean, you got Dr. Robotnik in the back, and you have the city skyline of San Francisco in the background there inside of it. Really, really cool. Let me know if you're looking to purchase this yourself. And let's get into our next film here. So they don't have what I was hoping that they may have for Sonic, was like a Target version, like exclusive too, but they don't seem to have that. I think this is just going to be Best Buy here. So let me know in the comments below if you do step into a Target. Also be safe, wear your mask, don't forget to do that. So we're going to move on here and going into Onward. We're going to go onward here with this film. So this is another film we checked out here as a family since it was released early onto Disney Plus. We didn't get to see this in theaters. This is one movie that was this was the last movie released before the pandemic. So I hear the movie theaters are opening up again. Let me know in the comments below if you want to talk about that in the playback or in the live chat. If you're looking to go out there and be brave and stuff like that, but wear a mask. I'd go in there and wear a mask. I'd wear long sleeves and all this stuff. Oh, excuse me, that sounded really weird. That was my coffee. I have a little spoon in my coffee, and it kind of was sliding. So checking my phone here and checking my wife. So speaking of this movie, so this was the last one before the pandemic. So it didn't do highly well in the box office or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of people enjoyed this movie. I had been working since then. I'm part of media, and I work at a Fox affiliate station here in Miami, Florida. So here I definitely haven't stopped working since the pandemic. So they have talked a lot about that in the news, and everybody working there have talked about Onward and felt that the movie was really good for what it's worth. even though it was free on Disney Plus too for us. I enjoyed it. I would have paid money to go see this too, just knowing that it was Pixar, and it was an A+ movie all around. It did exactly what it was supposed to do and went all the way delving into this world. And there's always much more to be explored into this movie. Definitely a cool Blu-ray buy to get. And they were planning for this for a while, for it to be a Blu-ray release and eventually getting onto Disney Plus, not having this whole now it's on Disney Plus type of stuff really quick. Just with this whole pandemic, it was tough. So I want to just give them what it's worth for the film. Really felt bad that it had to go through what it went through upon its release. So let's just get into the back end here in the special features and what I'm kind of hoping for. Check out here. So, got a delivery, so I'll be right back. Thank you, Logan. You're being so good, man. You're letting Daddy finish the show. So we got a lot to go through here, guys. So go ahead and make your comments and whatever you want to say in the chats, and I'll give you a shout out real quick to make up for this. Let's see here. So we're about like 20 minutes in. So we're talking about Onward, and I'm going to show you the back end here real quick. You're not playing with it. You're not playing the game. You just let it play in the background, and it just keeps going, hello. He makes us buy like a firefighting app, and he doesn't want to fight the fire for people in the app. All right, then play with it. Don't leave it letting it play like that. You're gonna run out of battery. Here you go. So people don't think I'm crazy here. Look at this. This is the game. Help! It's so crazy. Can you help them? Can you help them? Here, Logan. Here. Daddy's doing a show. Here you go. Here you go for Logan. Okay. Alright then. Then we turn it off. Okay. That's so funny. Having a 3-year-old. It's a lot of fun too, especially when it comes to these movies and stuff like that, and we watch them all the time. So we did see this one, and he highly did enjoy it to an extent, but he really wanted, oh no, they're pulling her tooth out. Oh. I'm telling my wife to be strong. Oh, they're pulling her back tooth. Logan, be strong too for mommy. We're praying for my wife here. Oh, texting over here. So, talking about Onward, and my wife watched it too, and we really, really highly enjoyed it. My wife even told me too that she highly enjoyed it too, and you know, it was really good, and we really needed, of course, the whole world needed something new to talk about or watch, you know, other than everything else that's already on. We just needed something new to watch with our kids and stuff like that. Okay, if you're gonna be here, you gotta be quiet, okay? You're gonna be good, right? All right. And then we're gonna zoom in here, so we can see the back end here of Onward real quick. Hold on. So I see deleted scenes, then a quest for. You see that here, Logan? The Onward. No, mommy's okay. Mommy's gonna be fine. Yeah, Onward. So we got deleted scenes, and the deleted scenes, like I always say, it's always good to see what ends up on the chopping block and what doesn't end up propelling the story forward. It also gives you a little bit more characterizations and stuff like that, so you can check that out. Usually that happens with scripts and stuff. They add more scenes than needed, and that's usually what happens when you end up in the editing room. You end up having to cut them out. It's always good to have that instead of having less to shoot. I mean, the less you have in the editing room, you're just going to be like, oh, I got to do reshoots and stuff like that. Yeah, no. Studios don't like hearing about that at all, that you got to do reshoots. Not that they don't do that, but I'm sure they do. But it's not something that is, it's something that's frowned upon, I'm sure. Okay, so next thing I see here is a quest for story. Discover director Dan Scanlon's personal connection with the characters. So this man wrote the script, and he created this story and everything like that. He's been a part of Pixar for a while too. I forget what other movies he's been a part of, but he's been a part of mainly everything to do with anything in Pixar, all the Pixar films, all the major ones, Finding Nemo, Incredibles and all that stuff. So he's been involved with all these films and getting them made, and then I guess they finally gave him a shot to direct his own movie with his own story. So the next thing I see here is Heart's Fire, creating the magic of Onward. Wow, okay, cool. So this is definitely going to be talking about how they maybe even did the animation but put everything together, including the actors and all that stuff, and how they, how this man Dan directed, Chris Pratt and Tom Holland in these characters and directed them, and how he got certain performances out of them through the microphone, because it's tough. It's tough to do this. It's tough to even do what I do here. I enjoy mainly being behind the scenes and creating stories and doing creating shots and stuff like that, and creating film. But being an actor and projecting your concerns as a character in a certain scene is tough. It's not easy to portray how you feel sometimes in a certain way that needs to be portrayed for a certain character in a certain situation in a certain scene. So that's how it is sometimes. It's not easy. Every job has its difficulties. So that's one of them, I believe. So that's really cool. So I'm excited for that. Seen that a lot in most Pixar behind the scenes, so I'm expecting these things to be like 15 to 20 minutes, even a little longer. It could be a little less. So even like Finding Dory, it was a lot less than like a lot of the DVD releases for the earlier films for Pixar. So expect that. Just take it with a grain of salt. So the next thing is a Dragon High. Dragon High, crafting the epic battle scene. So the epic battle scene is this pertaining to the end scene. I don't want to give anything away if you haven't. If you haven't seen this film, you could definitely get Disney Plus, and you can get it for free for 1 month free trial, or I think it's 7 days or something like that. But you get a free trial, and whatever you do, go ahead. You could even do it on your phone too. I have it on my phone, and I was just watching the Mandalorian behind the scenes episodes. There's like 3 episodes out there already for the gallery. So a lot of these things here on Disney Plus. They don't have a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so that's one of the stuff there that I'm like highly enjoying. There's another one too with how they made Disney World and Disneyland and all the parks and stuff, and it's really, really, really interesting if you like that kind of that sort of stuff, like behind the scenes stuff. So the next thing here I see is Wizard Rock, bringing the musical score to the screen. So really cool. I love seeing how they create music and create sounds for films too. And then I see and more. So I'm hoping they have something with sound in here too a little bit. They usually don't do that too much. They focus on the visuals because everything is 3D animated here and all that stuff. So, and the music and stuff like that. So this is going to be really cool Blu-ray buy, something to purchase, something to look out for. So check that out. And we're going to move on here. We're going to move on to some of the exclusive buys for this film that there is. There is an Onward steelbook case that is going to be released in at Best Buy, actually. So this is one to check out. Really cool. It looks like his pants right there. I think this is really cool. This is like not because Chris Pratt is a part of this film, but and I'm sure a lot of you would think that, but just because of the design of the steelbook case, it reminds me a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy steelbook case of the first one. It's probably the tape, the cassette tape that says Dad there. So it's really cool, even in inside and stuff. Very big and very bold, and just shows the world and everybody included. So very, very, very cool to check out. And then we also have an exclusive giveaway. What am I talking about? An exclusive Target copy of this film, and that's really cool. It comes with a gallery book as well. So let me pull that up here so you can see the gallery book. We get to see it in here real quick, as you can see there. And we're going to start moving on because our next couple films doesn't have any back ends. Well, actually, this next film that we're going to talk about doesn't have back end. But let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed Onward and if you're looking to purchase any of these exclusive copies of them down below in the comments or in the live chat, and we could talk about it. Also, I have, for all these films that we're talking about here, if you haven't seen any of these films and you want to see the trailers, you can see them in the description below. There are links to the IMDB links to these films, all these films, links in the description below for you, so you can find out more about these films and watch the trailers and stuff like that and decide whether or not you want to see it yourself. And then come back and join me in the comments and talk about it. So the next film we have here is Downhill with Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was in what you call it, what is that show on HBO that she had? She has her own show, Veep. That's what it's called, Veep. And then the creators went on and made another show that I started watching about like a spaceship out in space with House. So that's besides the point. But her, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, me and my wife were watching Seinfeld a little bit, and she's like, she thinks it's hilarious and something to check out because she misses Friends and it reminds her of Friends and stuff like that. So I told her this is like the early days of Friends, and before this it was like Cheers. So it was just a group of friends just hanging out, doing a bunch of nothing, talking about random stuff, Friends stuff, So this Downhill movie looked quite interesting. It's a remake from a overseas film. I forget what kind of overseas film or what country it was from, but basically this is like a father basically leaves his own family hanging. He just like panics and runs away from them at a moment's notice when he sees like an avalanche falling, and he didn't even do anything to help his family. And it's a dark comedy, so expect that from this. Let me know in the comments below if you have seen this movie. It's a 20th Century Fox releasing, so I'm not too sure whether or not that there's going to be a making of for this film. Logan, what did I tell you about this getting stuck stuff in the chair? You want to take a nap, dude? Do you need to take a nap? No? No? It's okay. Shush, shush, shush. Don't. Shush, shush, please. Just don't. No. Later. After. So, like I was saying, was that, so basically, if you have seen this film, let me know in the comments below. I haven't seen it. It's a little over my head, a little too much, because I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan, and neither is my wife. Only movie I like of his really was what was it? Stranger Than Fiction. That was what it was called. All right, and I'm preparing the next film, and our next film is called Emma. I haven't seen this either. It looked quite interesting, being that it was like looked like it was almost like a dark comedy or something like that. But let me know in the comments below if you've seen Emma. This girl, she's gonna be in the New Mutants movie for the X-Men, the new X-Men movie called New Mutants, and that had like many thousands of releasings. It hasn't been released yet, but it's had many release dates. So speaking of which, with this film, we do have some special features to get into. So if you haven't seen this film, let me know in the comments below. And if you have, let me know in the comments below. But if you haven't, yeah, you can go in the description below and hit the IMDB link for this film. Check out that trailer and let me know if you are going to check it out. I may not check this out. My wife's not big on period movies. I love period flicks though. So it depends on whether or not this film really stands out. So let's see here. So we have bonus features. So we'll zoom in here real quick. So the first thing I see obviously today, it's been a lot of deleted scenes and gag reels, a playful tease, crafting a colorful world, and the autumn gaze, feature commentary. So a lot of these are pertaining to the film itself, and I'm not too sure since this is a universal releasing and it's a focus features. I know each of them gotta be like 15-20 minutes. They could be a lot less than that, but a lot of these look really good. Like crafting a colorful world is really the one that stands out the most. That definitely going to be talking about production design, and even most likely even wardrobe, even getting into it with the character, with the actors, the character actors, because they're all character actors in these type of movies and stuff like that. So definitely one to check out. Emma Woodhouse, I guess, Thoroughbreds, and she was in Glass too. I just remembered now. So she's one to pay attention to nowadays as an actor, character actress that definitely stepping it up. They like to be called actors, actually. So I take that back with the actors part. So all respect here. So this film is very interesting. Then there's the autumn gaze. So between the autumn gaze and a playful tease, they both are pertaining to the story exactly. So I'm not too sure exactly what they're pertaining to itself. So I'm expecting some really cool stuff, delving into the story a lot more as a writer and as a creator of worlds and stuff like that. If you're a world builder like myself, or likes that kind of stuff and enjoys it, then there's something for you to expect here. Oh, my wife's trying. Oh man, I feel bad for my wifey. This teeth stuff is really, really hardcore. So yeah, we miss mommy. She'll be here very soon. So we'll move on and we'll go into our next film here. We don't have a back end to this. There could be one because I believe this is a Warner Brothers film. It's called The Way Back. And then he did another film. This director worked on another film with Ben Affleck before a couple times. He did The Warriors, or The Warrior, I believe it was. And it wasn't with Ben Affleck, but then he did another one. I forget, where he was like a contract killer kind of thing. So, ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So my wife's texting me, letting me know the logistics and things that are going on for her. Yay. Yay from both me and Logan. I texted her that. Shoutouts to the little microphone texting. So The Way Back is about I believe it was about Ben Affleck is basically a drunk basketball coach, I think for high school or something like that, which is something we've seen a bunch of times. Just got to put it out there. I don't mean to hate on any films and stuff like that if I sound like it or in any way. If I'm being honest, I am very honest and forthright in how I feel about certain films, but I'm not a critic in whatsoever. I make films. I want to create more, and I'm just into art. I'm not into like judging films and stuff like that. So, to each its own, especially if it's a film that I have seen before. But this director, he's very, very talented, and he did a movie that I was trying to remember, The Accountant. That's what it's called, because me and my wife really enjoyed that film, and I told her, Ben Affleck has only a number of films I really highly enjoy, and it's a lot of older ones, and then Gone Girl, and then it was The Accountant. But please let me know in the comments below if you've seen this film, if you enjoy it, and if there is special features to talk about, because this director is quite talented, and I'm sure everybody else is too on set, and it's something that should be definitely checked out. So let me know in the comments below. We're going to move on to our next film here. And it's a horror film. Brahms The Boy 2. I guess this Braham guy is getting pretty big with the whole The Boy movies. This is a Universal releasing. I haven't seen the first one. I have a son, so I'm not too keen to watching a creepy kid boy movie, or whatever. But let me know in the comments below if you have checked this film out. And we're gonna fade in here with the back end here, because we do have a back end for this film. We do have a back end for a lot of these films, which is good too. So, and then we're gonna zoom in real quick. Because it's just a lot of story stuff. So if you're into horror films, and especially into these PG-13 thrillers and stuff like that, this is definitely one to check out. I hear this is a really good movie though, so it's definitely one to look forward to. There's an alternate ending, deleted and alternate scenes. So it's one to definitely check out and see what they ended up cutting out. So with these films, a lot of these alternate endings and stuff like that, they're really big things that they end up cutting out the films, and really big chunks of these films, or what would have set it off to another ending or something like that, or a continuation and stuff. It's good to see that as a writer and a creator of worlds and stuff like that, to see these type of things. So definitely one to check out. Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't seen The Boy or anything like that, hit the description with the IMDB link, and you'll see trailers and all that stuff. And there's definitely in there, if you scroll down in the middle of it somewhere, you probably see the first a poster, little mini picture of it you could click on, of the first film. and you can find out more about the first film, see the trailer for the first film, and all that stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you do enjoy the boy films. So the next film that we have here is an animated home releasing feature film from DC. And if you've been here before, you know how much of a fan I am of these DC animated feature films. This one's called Justice League Dark Apokolips War. So I know that J.J. Abrams is going to do the Justice League Dark movie, which is cool. I'm hoping that kind of sets it off to a whole nother level where, you know, maybe, I guess, I'm hoping it'll replace these Justice League movies. But maybe we could bring back Wonder Woman and all that stuff. I know there is Constantine in this world, so I'm hoping there's a good Constantine, unless they get the guy from the TV show. If they could kind of tie things together, that'd be great. But this is the release that's out. There's also a Blu-ray releasing of this too that looks exactly the same in let's see, I guess in a cover like this. It just looks the same like this. So the next thing we have here, let's look at the back end of this, because I love the way they do these things, like they do these animated features. Oh wow, and this is rated R too. I didn't know much about this. They kind of I like being a little in the dark sometimes about certain releasings. It just makes me excited about films and stuff like that. Just getting into movies and movie making sometimes takes that out of you sometimes, and you need to find different ways to inspire you about film again. So let's zoom in here. Let's see. So there's a showcase short film by Adam Strange, and so they always have that in these animated feature films from Warner Brothers DC. So they always have something like that. So there's a short film to look forward to, as well as 3 bonus cartoons from I see in the bottom there, and Dark Seed, New God, Classic Evil. Wow. So that's pertaining to this feature film here and the story and stuff like that. So they're going to talk about the in this behind the scenes about the story and delve into it and why they're doing it and all that stuff from the comics. So that's pretty cool. They could even talk about, you know, how they did the animation a little bit there. You might have to read between the lines type of stuff, and really look behind them and see what kind of equipment they use and all that. That's what's great about all these things. You can kind of see what they're working with if you really look closely. And then there's a sneak peek for DC's universe's next animated movie, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and then 3 animated bonus cartoons. Wow, this is full up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna come back and give Logan, some milk real quick, because he's asking for milk right now. Live chat. All right, so shout outs to people in the live chat. I'll say, I see here Coco Cokes. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I just picked up the Target exclusive Steelbook for which film? Which film? Please come back to me with that. Which film did you purchase that the Steelbook case at the Target one? Does that have to do with Sonic or any of the films we talked about today? Let me know. I'm sure it has something to do with one of these films. So, okay, so moving on here, we're going to move on with this film with Justice League, because we got multiple more movies to talk about here. And we've also got some Justice League Collectibles 2 from Target. So we have a collectible steelbook case from Target. It looks like the Blu-ray. This is the Blu-ray releasing of it. And then we also have a Best Buy exclusive limited edition gift set. And this includes, I'm not sure what her name is from this film, but we're going to show this really quick. And it's a toy, basically, an action figure. So you get a cool little action figure with this. So that's really cool, really tight there. So our next film we're going to talk about here is... Oh, and let me know in the comments below if you're going to check this film out, Justice League Dark Apokolips. And definitely tell me what your thoughts are on the J.J. Abrams one as well, too. So I'm looking forward to that. So, the Apokolips War Target steelbook case. Cool. Coco Cokes is getting this movie. So come back to us with the special features. Tell us about the whole Blu-ray and everything, and what your thoughts are about this film in the comments below on the playback when you come back from it. I really highly enjoy it. And if you're on Instagram, share a picture, tag me on it if you like. You could tag Greenlight on there too. Actually tag Greenlight on your Blu-ray picture on Instagram if you are on Instagram. All right, and shout outs to you. So our next film we're going to move on to... Shush, Logan. Our next film is What is this? The Longevity film. So I believe this is a documentary. I don't really know too much about this film, I believe. But this is released today. It's Gravitas Adventures releasing. It is a documentary about Cale Brock visits communities with improved life expectancies, low rates of disease, and an extremely high quality of life well into the later years, of a deep dive into longevity culture and what it really takes to get well and stay well. Oh wow, that's interesting with all this going on now. This is an interesting documentary to check out, probably something kind of controversial too in some way. Everybody has a way of living and having that longevity, but I'm guessing this has to do with health and eating well and being healthy and all that stuff. So that's good too. So check that out. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this film or in the live chat. And if you haven't and are interested in it, I have in the description, I have links for everybody, and they're for you to check out. That's IMDB links. Everything on there is free, including the ones where it says free downloads and stuff like that. Just like software that you can get for your computer, help you out. Even do like live videos just like this, like I'm doing here. So our next film we're going to talk about is Buffaloed. I think it's Buffaloed. And it looks like a heist film. The only out is Going All In. Yeah, it looks like a heist film. Magnolia releasing, really cool. Zoe Deutch. I believe I recognize her face. I think she was in that movie with it was with James Franco, and basically she's the daughter, and she's with James Franco, and he's like some big tech giant or something, and she's trying to marry him, and her father hates him or whatever, and they go to his house and all this stuff. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments below or anything like that. She's from that film. But this is certified fresh from Rotten Tomatoes, and I haven't heard about this film. But if you have, let me know in the comments below. Definitely would love to check this out. Interesting title, and with the Rotten Tomatoes score, I mean, that's a big deal. So definitely want to check out. Let me know also if there are any special features. Magnolia tends to do little special features. One of my favorite ones is Monsters from them, and they did a big one for that one. on its director's cut. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this film, and in the description there's links for you to check out for the trailer as well. Next film we got here is the Postcard Killings. This is the front cover, but thanks to Blu-ray Dan, we get to check out the back end here. So thanks to him, we'll do that right now. So there's some special features. This is our last film here to talk about today. And we're going to zoom in here. This is RLJE Films releasing. An independent releasing here. And it looks like this is the guy from The Losers or something in that. And I know her. Forget her name. So this is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He was in The Walking Dead as well, playing, what was his name? Is it Negan, I believe? Negan. I kind of stopped watching Walking Dead around that time. But shout outs to Walking Dead. It's a really good show. So this movie looks pretty good. It looks exciting. I really want to check this out, and since it's like an independent film company, and the making of the Postcard Killings. So with that being said, I'm not too sure about this company and how long they do their special features, but we could expect here like a 10-15 minute thing. It could be a little longer. There could be a surprise hit on us on that one. But one definitely to check out, maybe something you got to read between the lines more on, and see what they did and what they couldn't do with their lower budget film. But it was really cool that they could even have these actors in there. And I love seeing these type of films with big actors like this. And it's more of a independent type film, a hardcore kind of storyline and stuff like that. But let me know in the comments below if you've seen this film, if you are planning on checking this out and or purchasing it as well. And if you haven't, the description in the down below, you'll see a link to IMDB links to this film and all these other films I've been talking about, today. And you can see their trailers and decide for yourself whether or not you want to check them out. So now back out to me here, and stay tuned here. And if you haven't been here before, I want to thank you for joining us in the live chat. I'm gonna check out the live chat right now. Let me see here. Apokolips War. Yes. I'm excited about this too. Coco Cokes, get into the comments, please. Let me know in the comments right now, right after this video. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about the J.J. Abrams movie, and whether or not he might do a rated R version or not. Like, I really want to see this film. I'm excited to see that it is R-rated. It does change things for me about wanting to see this film. I already wanted to see it anyway, so that's really cool. So definitely excited about that. And stay tuned, hit the notification bell so you know about my video this Friday about the unboxing, about the Sonic unboxing, Blu-ray unboxing. So that's for you guys, and for all of you here that are looking to still see this film. Stay tuned for that, because I do a giveaway for movie codes, and that lasts a week long. So then I also do the announcement a week later in a video just like this, live, when I do the Blu-ray releasings of the week. So hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and check out the channel. A bunch of filmmaking stuff, and then you can check out these videos right here that end up actually on the bottom right here. There's gonna be two, like, right here. You can hit my Instagram right here, and or any one of these videos right here, and or subscribe right in the center right here. So I'll see you here on Friday. Have a good day.